going on, guys? Well, it's all over, right? Game over, man. The bubble popped. It's all over. It was a good run, right? No, I'm just kidding. Guys, sorry, no bubble pop. It was a good thumbnail, though, right? No, today we're going to talk about what Pokemon should you be buying? How's Destin Rivals doing? What Pokemon am I buying? What Pokemon did I buy? What are my thoughts on undervalued, overvalued? You know, what's Journey Together gonna do? Enhanced boxes? What's the deal with those, right? So, we're gonna give you all the simple answers, straight to the point, 100% facts, no bias. Maybe a little bias. Okay, so let's start with Destin Rivals. It didn't collapse. Now you could say, well, it's not $300 a box. It collapsed. I could show my little graph that I made in the thumbnail. It's collapsed. No, this is honestly, it's holding up better than I thought it would. We'll see how that continues to go. Even the little booster bundles with like the 6-packs, those are down to what, like $50 now instead of 60. So I mean, that's small, but stuff like that, I guess that's a 20% drop, a little bit more than 20% drop from 60 to 50, right? Anyway, or less. Point being, the product is solid. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to. We need to make a list, right? Because we are art enthusiasts, right? So we need to make a list purely based off of art and not price value. Where would you guys list Destin Rivals as far as art goes? I'm not gonna put too much thought into it, but it's definitely top 3. I'd say, I'll make an actual video where I rank just the art of the sets, but Destin Rivals has to be top 3. I'll be honest, the Ho-Ho, that's my card right there. Was it Ethan? One of those fellas, they're Ho-Ho. So Destin Rivals for me, I give it a 8.7 out of 10. That's what I'd give Destin Rivals. Now let's talk about the sealed product itself, like the booster box more specifically. I think it's going to sit at this price. I would not be surprised if Destin Rivals booster boxes basically bounced between 220-ish and 280-ish for the next 2 years. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happens. I am pretty much willing to bet almost anything that it will not go under $200. I would be extremely surprised if this set went under $200. It's possible. But I would be extremely shocked. We'll have to see how they do with how much they printed. I think it'd be funny. Let's talk about. I want to talk about Surging Sparks now. So what did I buy? Actually, I'll tell you guys. I bought some Surging Sparks recently for what was it, $214 a box. It's whatever. I just wanted to I can tell you right now. I think I posted a screenshot of it for one of my videos. I pre-ordered Surging Sparks for 104, and then I pre-ordered a couple more at 120, and I remember even at the 104 and the 120, I was like, oh, this is kind of a higher pre-order price, man. Am I wasting my money pre-ordering this? It's just fun. It's funny now how we had no idea. Would it get up to to 270 or something like that? So I mean, I feel pretty comfortable just getting a few more boxes at 214. If it goes lower, I'll buy more. But I think 214. I'm pretty sure it's already back up to 220, 230. I'll have to go look. But again, I don't see. I always joked with you guys, right? I always joked about how Surging Sparks was going to be Vivid Voltage 2.0. I don't think that, okay? In case you didn't realize I was joking, I think a lot of people thought that maybe this reprint, if they're going to keep reprinting it, it's going to be Vivid Voltage 2.0. No, it's not going to happen. Now, people are saying, the Pikachu's... Guys, that Pikachu should have never been $500, $600, $700. It should have been a $250, $300, $350 card. I always thought that price was insane that it got to. Let's be honest, the Greninja's way cooler than that Pikachu. So that's my thoughts on that. So I picked up a little bit of Surging Sparks. Got my Destin Rivals. Let me stress, I only got 2 boxes of Destin Rivals, and I pre-ordered them at $249. There was no taxes or nothing. So even if they dropped to $220 on TCG Player with taxes, that's basically the same price. So I feel pretty comfortable with my 2 boxes. Again, I just like to have a little bit, just like a little time, if in case something crazy happened, whatever. At least I got like my 2 boxes. So I'll just keep an eye out for pricing. I just think there's kind of some other stuff that I want to get right now. So like if I were you, boxes I'd be looking out at. If we're talking, let's talk Scarlet and Violet. I still think Paradox Rift is a good buy. Again, let me stress to you. Okay, let's talk about the set that is on my mind the most, and that's Obsidian Flames. And again, I have the boxes I was buying for $95, $99, $100. I'll remember again, the last box I bought for Obsidian Flames was on Game Nerds. And I picked up a couple at $120 a box. It was like $124 or something. And I was so hesitant at the time. But the only reason I did it was because I was like, I'm pretty sure these are super short printed, even though I know it's a crappy set. And I just remember being like, man, $124 for Obsidian Flames. I was so hesitant, but I did it. And now they're like $250. Like, Obsidian Flames is the perfect kind of case study of why the box is the collectible, right? It doesn't matter what's inside it. I think like the set, like what's the most, like that Charizard is less than $60, right? The top hit in Obsidian Flames. And yet it's now what, well, if you count this, so it goes like what, like Paldea Evolved, Destin Rivals, Twilight Masquerade. No. Paldea Evolved, Destin Rivals, Twilight Masquerade, Obsidian Flames. What? And I guess now Surging Sparks because of the reprint. But it was Surging Sparks with... So it's like, interesting. And like the last... Charizard sets have been really weak for a while. Like Darkness Ablaze, that got like printed into the ground and it was kind of considered a weak set. I think Obsidian Flames is your best kind of... Again, I've said this multiple times, but I think it's the best kind of pulse on the market because it's so short printed. It can really just kind of show you how strong the demand is for sealed product when it gets to these prices in the singles inside. I'm sure it just baffles like singles collectors why. Like, I'm sure they see that and they just go, manipulation, right? Because it literally is like the perfect explanation. Go look up like Sam Bankman-Fried's explanation on like how he describes a Ponzi scheme. He describes it as like this box, and it literally describes Obsidian Flames. But I know it's not that. I know the box itself is a collectible, but I think it's funny. Like I think like I can see why singles collectors basically look at like the Sam Bankman-Fried example of a Ponzi scheme, or he's more referring to like crypto farming, and I'm not gonna get deep, but basically I'm not gonna get into all that, but you'll if you know, you know. So I think it's funny. I think like that's how people perceive sealed booster boxes. Pool mining. Look up pool anyway. That's the word I was looking for. But that's really all I got, guys. Pokemon, it's not a bubble, but I am, like, I'll tell you, I am again buying a little bit less. Like I was buying a little bit more crypto when it kind of got below 100K, when it was in like the 80s, 90s. What else? I was obviously picking up Fab. We got a bunch of high C's coming our way soon. We got some of the Final Fantasy, and we'll talk about the Fab and Final Fantasy stuff. I know this was mostly a Pokemon video, but again, I don't know how much I can stress. You got to be a little bit more hesitant with the Pokemon. Like, it's not just free tendies with the Pokemon anymore, but it's not a bubble. It's not going to crash and burn and go to zero, right? But I wouldn't put all your money into Destin Rivals right now. Like, that may just sit at 250, 230 to 280 for the next year or two. So who knows? That's really all I got, guys. Tuesdays are harder than Mondays for me, man. And it's also raining. I'm supposed to go to a concert tonight, but who knows with the rain. Hey, you're working on your goal. You're supposed to set a goal yesterday. You got to achieve it by Friday. So, hey, just reminding you. Wait, today's Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is, man. Holy cow, I thought it was Tuesday. Hey, have a great day, guys.